last video adventure, we moved our tiny house by ourselves for the first time.
It drove great.
It was awesome. And now here we are at our new location with full RV hookups. And this will be the place where we will be at for a bit. Working on all the completing work of our tiny house, as well as moving in and starting to live.
We are so excited
to live in our tiny house. So we are so excited. And I mean, I can't predict the future exactly, but I am pretty sure that in this video episode, we are going to move into the tiny house and start calling this home. Now, that's a wonderment. Wonderment.
That's a huge wonderment. We have worked toward this for so long, and having that moment come is a wonderment.
Yes, something to appreciate. Hello friends, we are 4 life adventure buddies, best friends, mother and daughter, and 2 wonder pups on a journey to find, appreciate, and share daily wonders and joys with the world. We are transitioning from a lifestyle based in a regular house into a traveling tiny house RV. Everything in our life is changing right now, from where and how we are going to live to how we earn a living while pursuing our heart and soul dreams. While we certainly have a lot to do and a lot to figure out right now, we are adventurers, filmmakers, artists, dancers, teachers, and writers on a mission to share wonders with the world and with you. Join us as we find wonder amidst our busy days. With so much to do, there is still wonder and joy to be found. So far, our house has been in a place where we've been fairly far from water. So we've not yet hooked up our house to water, nor have we really needed to. So this is our first time hooking our house up with water.
Uh-oh, turn it off. No, it's not.
Water on, take 2.
Oh my gosh, let's go check inside the house.
I can hear the water headed into the house.
This is the big moment. Does the kitchen sink work?
The kitchen faucet.
Faucet.
Woo! We have water.
Running water, one of life's wonderments, a luxury. Now it's time for the water heater. I'm going to turn it on.
Well, I need the manual. I think I got it figured out.
Whoa. What does that mean?
Let's hear it. I heard a light. I heard it light. What color is it supposed to be?
Is it warm yet?
It's getting warm! Wow. It's hot. Hot water. I mean, it's like a simple, sometimes taken for granted pleasantry of life, but think about it. The ability to make really cool water warm and how useful that is in daily life. It's a wonderment. 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 We have hot water. Yay. In our shower. In our shower. Yeah.
Okay, let's not be wasteful. All right, we achieved water. Now we're going to go for fire.
So, the propane tanks are hooked up, and now we are going to ignite the stovetop. I ignite. Whoa!
Wait till it's even.
Got a flame starting. Now I'm working on sanding the board that's actually going to go upstairs in the sleeping loft behind our railing. So we've had help getting it cut, and now I'm just sanding up the edges to help it fit in because it was a little bit too big. Looks like a bit more sanding is needed. We're close. Close, but needs a little more off. For the last several days, we've been working in and around our tiny house, getting our utilities hooked up. That's been so exciting.
Water, electric, the different heat tape for to not let the hose freeze.
We've been doing some more woodworking, along with moving our things into our tiny house. Well, here we are today, and we're about to move our little travel trailer. And we're really feeling the wonder of sentimentalness and gratitude for this amazing place that we've been living here at for the last 3.5 or so months.
The relationship that we have built with our hosts here, they're just incredible and have become what's going to be lifelong friends. Very, very, very special.
So special. We had no idea that it was going to take this long to do the work that we've done on our tiny house so far. But because of the whole process, it's turned into a really magical season, and we've made lifelong friends. And it's just incredible. We feel so much wonderment for just how everything has been turning out.
and so blessed. Just it couldn't have worked out better. But yet at the time you're going, oh, this isn't happening and fast, but it's just in perfect time.
So today we get our little travel trailer Quercus ready to go, and we're gonna head on over to our tiny house. So thank you, Place, for being our home for a while, and now we'll be returning here as friends, but it won't be the place that we lay our heads each night.
But it has been a true wonder.
So we drove our little trailer Quercus off into the sunset, and guess where we brought it? Here!
Next to the raspberry field.
But not just next to the raspberry field. We brought it right next to our tiny house! So cool!
It's so exciting. We're able to park our little Quercus camper next to the tiny house while it's sort of a support house, while we're getting everything situated in the tiny house, and we're going to be moving some of the things from our Quercus camper trailer into the tiny house.
So it's our next step leap from little Quercus into the tiny house while we finish unpacking and getting things ready for making it be our home.
It's a wonderment.
Wonderment!
It's a wonderment that we get to be this close so that we're not tracking everything across the field.
It's really incredible.
We always dreamed of having a little courtyard between two tiny houses. I love it.
Our little retro travel trailer has a really sweet place in our hearts. Up to this point in time, it has been our only getaway house on wheels, and we have many awesome memories of camping in it and visiting new places. We love it dearly, and in so many ways, it prepared us for life on wheels. These are some of the last days that we will have living in our retro travel trailer before we move into our wooden tiny house on wheels. And special days they are. Quercus and our tiny house are so close together that each one is reflecting in the opposite's windows and shiny wheels. Reflections. They're wonderments! We have our paper!
As connoisseurs of paper and as paper artists and sculptors, we love finding really cool papers to create with. These decorative papers have been in our paper collection for a bit, with the intention of being a future element in our healthy tiny house on wheels. Finally getting to create something beautiful for our home with these papers is so meaningful. pothos so that they can fit into the tiny house. These leafy vining plants will do well in their new location in our home because they can thrive even in low-light locations. Pothos are easy to care for and can even handle periods of drought. They're really forgiving plant, yet they give back so much. Pothos are considered to be one of the top houseplants for improving indoor air quality.
Plant, vine, green life wonderments.
Able to purify the air of formaldehyde, benzene, and carbon monoxide while eliminating odors. Pothos can also help alleviate eye irritation after long days of staring at screens.
We brought the plants inside. They're in their beautiful walnut box. We have our paper, and it feels so exciting to see everything that we've been working towards creating coming together. And now these vines, this will be their new happy home, and they can have a place to grow and cascade from. I'm really happy.
We have a great appreciation and wonderment for our pothos plants and their role in our non-toxic and healthy tiny house.
The time has come. We are going to move out of our little sweet travel trailer and make the leap into life in our tiny house.
I've seen the sun rise from mountaintops, slept on the wrong side of tabletops. I've climbed up trees that don't seem to stop, but it's home where my heart belongs. And it's the same as it's always been. Yeah, these roads keep us traveling. They're like rivers and wide and deep, who flow from land out into the sea. Drawn home, always. Drawn home, always. I've sung in theaters and on the street, slept in cities and never sleep, drank with beauties and common thieves, whose tales sound like make-believe. Ba-dum-bum, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo, ba-dum-bum, doo-doo-doo.
You know those house shows where there's like a fixing up crew, and then the clients who are going to get to have the house don't get to see it until it's like basically all done, so that way they can be totally surprised by the outcome of their house?
Well, the pups have not been in the tiny house yet, so this is going to be their first time.
Their first time seeing the tiny house inside. This is your new home.
Wow.
Oh, she sees the toy box.
Yep, that's the toys for you.
Watching our two amazing canine companions play in their new home on wheels for the first time is very meaningful. A lot of thought and planning has gone into designing and creating a healthy, safe, and fun home for our two dogs, Uluru and Konane. Living in a tiny house with dogs is very doable. We designed our stairs in a way to house each of their dog crates. They both enjoy their dog crates and dens that they can come and go from. They have a dedicated dog blanket area to play, nap, and wrestle with each other. Between their crates and their blanket area, they have their areas where they feel safe and comfortable.
And you make my candy-coated heart melt. When you take my hand and I am under your affection. Honey, you're my sugar. I'm pleased as punch, whether spiked or sparkling. You make me tipsy and bubbly. If you're dessert, I want the last course first. Oh, how I love.
Look at this. This is your guys' cupboard.
And I'm addicted. Oh, 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 I can't have just one. No, you make my candy-coated heart melt. When you take my hand, then I am under your spell. Oh, and you make my candy-coated heart red.
We know they are going to love their sliding glass door windows that they can stare out into the world through. We all love going outside for play and for walks, and all the packed adventures that are to come because of our traveling tiny house on wheels has us all very excited.
Honey, you're my sugar. Baby, I crave your affection. When I stepped in sweet confection, honey, you're my sugar.
We're making dinner and we're going to get to eat our dinner in our tiny house. This is a wonderment. This is our first dinner in our tiny house. It looks delicious. We're about to get to go to sleep in our tiny house for the first time. We've been dreaming about this night coming, that we would get to sleep in our own house for months. And now tonight, we get to have dreams while sleeping in our new house. I'm so grateful for the wonderment I feel for this moment. We have a house. We get to go to bed in our house. If there's one thing this whole experience has taught me so far, it's that no matter how big or how tiny dreams are, if you want them bad enough, you can make enough space and enough time to make them happen. Thank you for watching, friends. Sweet dreams. Cheers. Our adventures began with a simple enough sounding question: how to be happy in life? Our best answer: make life an adventure filled with wonderment and awe. We are now tiny house dwellers, and we are going to Tiny House America with our traveling tiny house on wheels. Before we hit the road, though, we have got some winter snow and windstorms to live through in our tiny house. We'll be sharing all that with you in the coming video episodes. See you next time, friends, for more sharing of our tiny house story as we look for wonders, small and grand,